Okay, here is a quiz for you to try yourself. There are 3 different questions here to find the rule for these 3 different tables of values. So pause the thing now, give it a go, and then you can play it and see how you go afterwards. So let's start with the first one. Make myself some room. First question. Okay, as long as we are going up in 1 across the top, so 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, we're going across in 1 up the top, that's good. We can look at the bottom and see how it's changing, how the y is changing. So for every time the x is changing 1, what's happening here? So it's often easier to work this out with the positive numbers rather than the negative ones. So let's go from 1 to 4, we've added 3. From 4 to 7, we've added 3. So we can still, then we can go back and look at the other ones and go minus 2 to 1. Yep, we're still adding 3. We're still adding 3. So what this number tells us is what with the rule, what the number is in front of the x. Okay, so that adding 3 every time across there is the number that goes in front of the x there. So that the rule starts off with, we've worked out it's 3 times the x, and now we have to work out what we're adding on the end. Okay, so let's test it. Let's test with these, the numbers here. So let's go 3 times 0, it gives me 0, but I want to end up at minus 5. Okay, so how do I go from 0 to minus 5? I need to take away 5. So let's check if that works for the others here. So let's try this one. Let's try it 1. 3 times 1, that will give me 3, but I want to end up at minus 2. Does taking away 5 help? It does, yes. So it looks to be that we are taking away 5 every time. So we can test another couple and see as well. So test here, 3 times 2, that gives me 6. If I take away 5, do I end up at 1? Yes, it works. So it seems to be the rule is 3 times, the better way to write it is 3x minus 5. Okay, next one to do. Okay, again, just check that we're going up 1 every time. Are we always going up 1? Yeah, we seem to be going up 1 every time. Okay, if we're going up 1 every time, we can look at the rule, what's going on here. So 5 to 2, 2 to minus 1, 1 to minus 4. Okay, what's happening there every time? 5 to 2, we're taking away 3. 2 to minus 1, we're taking away 3. Okay, we're always taking away 3. That means our rule is y equals take away 3 or minus 3 times the x plus something. We've got to work out what that something is. Okay, we've done the times in the x bit. Now what's this plus bit here? Okay, well let's test it. Again, let's work with the positive numbers or things because it makes life easier. So minus 3 times 0, that will give me 0. But where do I want to end up? I want to end up at minus 4. Okay, that's what it's got there. Okay, so what do I need to go from 0 to minus 4? I need to take away 4. So let's test it on the others yet and see if that still works. So we go, let's test 1 here. So minus 3 times 1, that gives me minus 3. Now, minus 3 take away 4, does that land me at minus 7, which is where I want to go? Yes, it does. It's looking like our rule is minus 3 times x take away 4, which is better written as y equals minus 3x take away 4. Okay, last one. This one, the rule is here, but we need to put these points into the table of values. So here at x equals minus 3, the corresponding y value is minus 5. So we need to stick a minus 5 in there. Okay, what else have we got here? At x equals minus 2, the corresponding value is minus 3. That's some of that. X equals minus 1, the corresponding value is also minus 1. At x equals 0, there you go, at x equals 0, the corresponding y value is 1. Keep going at x equals 1, the corresponding y value is 3. And at x equals 2, the corresponding y value is 5. And x equals 3, it's so big we can't actually see what it is. We could take a guess following the pattern, but it's not visible on the actual picture. So it's all right. We've got enough information here to get the rule from. Are we going up 1 every time? Are we going up by 1 every time? Yes, we are. So because we're going up by 1 every time, let's see what happens down below. So I can use a different color. So what happens here? Now, again, I would suggest we work with the positive numbers first because life's easier. From 1 to 3, we're going up by 2. From 3 to 5, we're going up by 2. Then we can see from -3 to minus 5 to -3, we're still going up by 2. We're always going up by 2. So it's y equals 2 times x plus some number. What is that number that we need to do? Oh, I forgot that I had some other things written there in normal pen. -2 is -3. Okay, got them back. Okay, so what do we need to do? Let's test them out. Let's test the positive ones. Let's test here at x equals 0. So we're going to go 2 times 0 gives me 0, but I want to end up at 1. So what do I need to do? I need to add 1 to 0. So it looks like we might need to add 1. So let's test it. Let's test it with some of the other ones. Let's test it with x equals 1. So 2 times 1 will give me 2. Now add 1, that'll give me 3. Is that what I want? Yes, it works. So it looks like the rule is working. 2 2s are 4, add 1 gives me 5. That's my rule. Better off written as 2x plus 1. And we're done.